We left off, we were trying to help Ishikawa Sensei locate his missing prodigy student, and we discovered some less than pleasant things. So, yeah. I figured we'd continue down this quest path a little bit, but also spend some time just to explore the world a little bit. I don't want to rush through the game too much in terms of plot points. We can just wander the map, kind of uncover new places, meet new people, that kind of thing. And honestly, I'll need to check. We may have wrapped up. Now we are to investigate the fort, so we must search. Yes. Now, this is where you get to choose how you want to play. If you want to, you can have these markers on. I believe you can disable those as an option. If you have trouble finding them, you can also use the heightened sense ability to kind of find your way through. I don't feel it's needed to be that hardcore about things. I just kind of like to keep it rolling.
巻物。猛虎の言葉で弓について書かれている。あなたの名もここに。
わしの教えを猛虎に売ったということか。
It's quite an accusation. I mean, it was unthinkable that our uncle would be giving information to Khotun Khan, so claiming that she would be teaching them archery is quite a betrayal. Let's see what we find in here. Ah.
誰かが住んでおったようだ。
女子の衣服。
巴のものだ。
釈放されていたのか。なぜだ。
Yeah, you wouldn't usually see a prisoner treated that well unless you wanted something from them. This appears to be pretty nice quarters. Hmm.
猛虎の矢ではない。
これは巴の矢だ。
確かですか。
鹿の角の矢はずはわしが教えた。海わしの矢羽もな。
弓を奪われたのでしょうか。
それにしては狙いが正確。猛虎の兵なんぞにできぬ芸当だ。
巴に弓を使わせたのか。
That's believable. A sensei would know his student's own fletching.
聞こえたか。
島のものです。
Oh. You alright?
女を探しておる。弓取りだ。
俺と同じ檻にいた女です。でも奴は解放され、弓を受け取ると女房を殺しやがった。
Oh.
他の奴らも。
あのムクロ。
Yeah, there's no coming back from that.
寝返りおったか。
頼む。痛えよ。
Oh.
死にたくない。
長いは無用。行くぞ。
Poor fellow. It's best not to be alone in the end.
殺しておれば。
なんと。
自由を得るため、巴は敵についたのだ。
なぜそのような。先生。
わしが追い詰めたのだ。
追い詰めた。ご説明を。先生。お答えください。
わしを襲ったのは賊ではない。巴だ。
Oh.
なぜ。
武士の本懐を理解しておらぬからだ。
あなたのせいで寝返ったのでは。
己に何がわかる。
本意をお聞かせください。
Yeah, a teacher can push too hard.
猛虎に奪われるわけにはいかぬ。
ならば
Part
止
of
め
the
れば。
responsibility of being a teacher.
お主の助太刀はいらぬ。
いや、いるはずです。勝利は人がもたらすもの。武具にあらず。
お主も立派に育ったな。巴を仕留めるぞ。わしのやり方でな。
そして叔父上の救出にお力添えを。
まあ、約束しよう。
Alright.
手はずを整えておく。
Fair deal.
時が来たら道場に来い。
我らだけでは勝てません。もっと味方を集めねば。
生きておるかはわからんが、足立雅子殿を探せ。対馬随一の女武芸者だ。
So things are not all as they seem with Ishikawa Sensei. Just hanging out with Aozura. Or Sora. We've leveled up a bit. And unlocked a new ghost weapon. You can choose to not use these, but it gets pretty hard to play just a pure samurai approach throughout the game, so it's always good to have them on hand. Let's see. Honestly, standoff I am terrible at, but they're being very generous in the medium difficulty settings with that. As you level it up, you can sort of chain it. On a successful standoff, you can engage the next enemy, and then the next, and you can potentially take out 3 in a row with one strike if you do the quick time events properly. Archery is extremely useful. Stealth attacks, again, depends on how you play. Focused hearing, it's a great accessibility option, and if you just kind of like situational awareness, very beneficial. Right now, what do we want to level up? That's nice using a controller. If and when, hopefully, this is released on PC, archery will be less of a bother. But with a controller, particularly one that's got some drift in it, because this is refurbished, yeah, that'll help me out. So let's start there. And while we're here, let's take a look at gear. We still need more supplies, I thought so, to upgrade that. Weapon, we have our half bow, which also needs more upgrade. And just accessory wise, fun things, you can learn different songs you can play on a shakuhachi, and it can change the weather. So if you are riding and it's stormy and you're not feeling it, you can bring the sun out, which is really cool. Or if you're wanting to have a stormy ambiance just before you storm a fort, then yeah, you can make it happen. You can unlock those. Likewise, weather is affected by the saddles that you select for your mount. Because, you know, Sora's our buddy. We gotta take care of Sora. You know, he's gotta be tricked out too. But all that's a little bit down the line. Right now, I don't believe we have any charms. And I don't think we can afford an upgrade, but that's either that or a tire is going to be my next priority. So we shall see what happens. So we need stuff. And needing stuff is a good excuse to wander the world. There's something up this way. Don't know what it is. Let's go find out. And remember, since we're wearing the traveler's clothes, we will be unlocking more of the map just by traveling. I just wanted to highlight real quick. You do get rain-soaked, which is a nice touch. So you can see that in the entire. You can see the drenched cape there. So yeah, let us move onward. Try to find some more goodies to feed our upgrades. Even when the weather is stormy in this world, I love it. Oh, did you hear that? I heard that. Hello, friend. Another gold memorial. Leading us... Oh, I lost you. Probably to that cliff face. Yeah. My guess is there's something up here. Maybe? Did I miss something obvious? Ah, the hot spring. That's what it is. So this is one of the many onsen that we can find in the wild. And this gets to be our first experience. Brief content warning for, I guess, obvious reasons. He must remove his clothing here, so if that's not for you, I'll let you know when it's safe. Alright, we're fully submerged, so we can now reflect on a subject. This is kind of like the haiku, where you get to choose what interests you and meditate on it. So, do we want to think of our lost father or our uncle who's in capture? I think right now he's consumed by his uncle.
叔父上が生きておいででよかった。教えを授けてくださった生涯一の恩人。失うわけにはいかん。決して。
We've already had enough loss in our lives. And yes, we get a stat benefit, maximum health increased. Leaving. Sorry. Yes. Content warning, entering and leaving onsen. I don't think YouTube has a problem with it, but I'm streaming, so what can I do? So, we were headed somewhere completely else. There you are, Sora. Oop. I am going to be doing this for a while. Thank you for your patience, folks. The controls are still a little unfamiliar to me. And I'm noticing a banner over this way. It's curious. Oh. Looks like a bannerman died defending it. More than one lost here. I'm guessing those may be... Ooh. Hello. You look interesting. So how do we safely make our way there? There's just so much to explore in this game. It is fascinating. And it's very easy. Like, I guarantee you, I will constantly say, oh, we're going here, and then just get distracted. And the game is just built that way. It's not meant so much to break your concentration as you just go with the flow. Life's a journey. It's more than just point A and point B, right? Oh, there's a reason this is hard. Let me see if I can survive this. Oof. I don't have the equipment yet. Oh. Yep. I deserve that. There is a piece of equipment we get later. Oh, who are you? Yes, a piece of equipment we get later that lets us handle those tree stumps, but for now we don't have it.
どういう了見だ。
私の役目は神社を守ること。この戦が終わった後、神のご加護を再び求めて、民が詣に来るときに鳥居がなくては困るでしょう。
今こそ加護がいる時だ。
そうですが、社への道は険しく、私も一度参ろうとしたところ、途中で死にかけました。
俺ならたどり着ける。木登りも崖登りも得意であったからな。
So she's guarding the shrines even though the shrines are no longer easily accessible.
身につければ御身をお守りくださるはずです。
故郷のため役立てよう。助かった。
対馬にある鳥居はすべて神の社へと通じています。護符もそこで得られることでしょう。
And yes, so this lets us know that whenever we encounter these torii gates, they often lead us to a shrine. And shrines... This is what I was talking about earlier. There's not really anything to be gained here. But just being polite... Oh, hello, froggy friends. Little surprises. You're rewarded for courtesy. Stopping to show respects. Some sort of frog kami. I do not know the name. Excuse me, little guys. I say hop off. No way. Yep. Little things like that. They don't have to be there. There was no mechanical benefit to that. But I love that they put that detail into the game. This is going to be challenging. I don't know if I can do this without helping Yuna's brother yet, but we will find out. Hey, I've already died once this playthrough, you know, what's the worst going to happen? Which again, I like. It's you know, frustrating in a normal way to die, but it's not overly punishing. The way you set your difficulty can change that. But if you just miss something because, you know, in this case, I'm just using a controller to move around, you know, no hard feelings. It just puts you back close to where you were. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. Oh, okay, okay. Well, I think down is the only way. Down and over, perhaps. Goodness, look at those waves. Just look at this. I know you're only seeing this in 720, but my gosh. This game is just such a joy. There we go. Make our way over. And down. There's that bridge that's no longer accessible, but we are improvising. Alright. Yep. There may have been a way up and across, but I don't think I had that accessible to me. May have to start here. Oh, yes, there is an up and across. But it was worth it. We need the supplies. That's part of our search. And more flowers. Seems a shame to pick them, but, you know, if you're going to be a completionist, it is part of the game path. And here we are, back with the torii gates. some waxwood, which is a very valuable item for archery. And that goes nowhere. And where... I've lost sight of the shrine. Oh, it's back over that way. We've made a deviation, so... Unless there's another shrine very close. Although there is a torii gate there. Let's see what this might get us. Oh, don't die. Oh. Yep. I had that coming. I'm still learning the acceptable fall distance. So again, yeah, it puts me back up here. It doesn't reward me by placing me back down there. And I think that's fair. I think that's certainly fair. So all of that. We traversed that. There is another torii gate. I have a feeling that up is the way here. Or not. I don't like that tree. I hate tree jumps. Oh. Can we... Oh, this has to be here for a reason. Yeah, this is how we started, isn't it? I feel like we need to get over that way. So maybe we take some risky jumps over the broken bridge. And it is totally fine to mock me for this. Yeah, that's what we do. I'm not a platformer, particularly when a controller is involved. So there will be plenty of funny deaths from this. Oh, oh, oh! Yeah, that was not good. Alright. I was totally expecting another death there, so we left out. And another crawl space. Again, I know the textures aren't as high res as some modern titles, but I would love to do this in VR. This is great. Oh, it's so great. You can just feel the claustrophobia. And the natural, like, the rust stains that guide you, which are totally believable if there's heavy rainfall, then you'd seen the lime and rust deposits. Let's see if we can make that jump. Ooh, we even made it all the way to the top. Thank you, froggy friends, for helping us make it this far. This is getting closer. Such a lovely, lovely path to a shrine. Treacherous right now. But when the bridges are restored, I mean, hey, wouldn't you come here? I mean, I would. Spend a little quiet time. Praying, meditating, whatever your faith is, whatever your practice, or none. Just having a little quiet space. Just being outside, enjoying nature. gosh, I miss wind chimes. And now we have a charm. So this is something that we can apply to equipment. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Usually where there is a shrine, there are more flowers or there's waxwood, because it is very useful but fairly rare. Even though some merchants sell them, they do not sell them infinitely. So perhaps what we did is that long deviation over to the side was to obtain the waxwood intended to be tied to this shrine. I'm not really seeing another piece around it. And just the oh. I'm sorry that I constantly gush about this game, but I just feel like everyone needs something like this in your life. Like, there's no one on stream with me right now, but I'm hoping that someday someone will watch it. So, what's your comfort game? Leave a comment. Send me a tweet. Tell me what your therapy game is. And thankfully, we don't have to backtrack. For me, it's this kind of thing. Just enjoy the silence for a second. The game is not afraid to give you quiet moments in a forest. Think about that. Think about how many other games you play that have a constant soundtrack or tension building music and that kind of thing. How many games just kind of let you just do this? Oh, speaking of tension building, I see some unfriendly people. Now let's remember, we have our stone stance for swordsmen and our water stance for shieldmen, but we can still break shields. So, you know what? It's still early game. We'll do the honorable thing. I feel like Jean would still do this right now. Yes, I don't need... I'm super not into kunai, so we can do that now, but just for the tutorial purposes, it's not something I often do. That's an archer. Oh! I really want to get at that archer. They can be such a nuisance. Let's roll away a little bit, heal up a little bit, switch stance to deal with the shield bearers. Did he run? That is possible. Eventually they can become afraid and run from you, so they can escape with their lives. I know we're pretty late into the series, but if anyone does chime in, kind of let me know what you think about the target lock versus not. I've been playing freestyle because that's what I was used to. That doesn't always benefit me, but it's just how I like to play. If you think target lock would be better for a viewing experience, let me know. Oh, there he is. Where'd you go? Back to water stance. Why is he... I don't know why you're running, buddy. I'm not that much of a threat to you. Broke his guard. And he's back up. And he's down. So yes, did not do clean work. And there's no one here to heal you. Sorry for that. But yes, you can engage random caravans and patrols and you're helping to rid the countryside of the invading forces. So it does increase your reputation to do so. So you're not necessarily murder hoboing, and you can choose not to. Just taking in this gorgeous amber sunset in the mist. But it can be a good thing to do. And I believe that is a sign that leads to... Yes, so that would be where we just came from. Which just... Oh. Love the sight, but I promised we would investigate the charm. So, you can equip the charm to different weapons. In this case, the tanto, it's kind of weird. The length is, to me, that is on the short end of a wakizashi. But it can also be a long tanto. It's used like a tanto in this game. Very much so. But primary sword is definitely what we use most. So what does it do? Slowly recover health while out of combat. That is very helpful for someone like me. So we will leave that in place. And notice my health bar in the bottom left already is beginning to increase. So, return to the map, just did some wandering. I intended to go up here, and then I went way over there, and that's great. That's why this game is amazing, because we can do whatever we want. We can go wherever we want. I think there was a road down this way. But you know what? Let's go through the forest. Because we choose to. Both are rewarded. If you travel via the roads, you're more likely to encounter roaming enemies and be able to increase your prestige. But if you travel through the wilds, you're more likely to encounter things like this. Like this specific flower. If you want to collect all the flowers in the game, at some point you're going to have to find it. You have to collect them all. You don't have to. I mean, it's a thing you can do as a completionist thing. But flowers are used for resources, and you can collect bamboo, just other things you find. Or just run across situations like this. Shall we challenge them? Yeah. Oh, that's way more than I thought. Way more than I thought. Now, this is a little confusing. Those were Mongols fighting bandits. The bandits dispatched the remainder of the Mongols, but they are threatening me, so unfortunately, I will threaten them. And I don't have the stance to deal with pikemen or spearmen yet. I just kind of have to improvise. So mostly it's dodge and counter. Oh! Yeah, the roll is coming in super helpful. By the way, I knew I would take that first opportunity. Getting a little bit better at dodging. So truly unfortunate encounter here. Noto. Didn't want to have to kill any of those guys. I mean, we want to get rid of the Mongols in the land. But that was just a massacre on all sides. So now we have some gear upgrade options. Let's have a look. We do not have enough to upgrade the traveler's attire. We can add charms to the broken armor, but there are no upgrades for it. Let's see. Weapons. We can afford to upgrade our half bow. We can afford to upgrade our Uchikatana. And yes, that is something I'm going to want to do. So we need to find a swordsmith to do it. Yeah. So eventually we'll make our way towards a town. Hey, buddy. Thank you. And if you have not already fallen in love with the visuals of this game, it's just something every time I play it, every time I load it, every frame is screenshot worthy. Well, won't take the time to do it, but here. Oh, hello. Bandits amongst the weeds. That was a little more challenging because I couldn't quite see everything. I hear another off to the left. Ooh, two more. I think an archer in the back. Oh, yep. An archer he is. And as you see, bandits are not good for the country either, so defeating them increases our reputation. And now we see why they are bandits. So perhaps in a world of chaos, we're a little better off without them doing those sorts of things. Maybe you come to me this time, Sora. I'm a little tired. And I think I picked up all the goodies. Where are we going again? We're not far. Not far. But let's have a look at this tree. There's very seldom something gorgeous like that without meaning. Yes. Beautiful old tree. Oh, hello. How are you? Hello, friend. Again, such a nice touch. And we have some flowers to collect here. I think I see... Sometimes there's supplies in a ruined wagon like that, but not just now. And I know this isn't perfect, but if you're in an equestrian sword at all, the way they handle the horse movements is just delightful. So much better than Torrent in Elden Ring. Oh, that's a problem. You know what, though? I'm just going to hang out in the pampas grass and let the... Oh. You know what? That bear could have been a friendly bear. I don't appreciate what you did to my bear friend. And we have switched to water stance to deal with shield bearers, so that was rather quick. I guess the good news, bad news is, and I'm just dismissing. Alright. Yes, you can collect items for trade and construction, I'm not a huge fan of hunting. So when I run into a situation like this, I kind of let it play out.
こっちだ、空。
Let's get another hint from the wind. $50, $140. It could be that tree. Yeah, I think the tree is what we had marked. And that's okay. It may not be a village or something massive like that, but it's still an amazing experience. Now there is a fort there, and we can fast travel to it since we've been there, but there is this fog, so we've got a little more time. Let's just make our way there and explore as twilight sets in. More bandits. One less. You could notice the archer there was a little bit shaken. I definitely am taking advantage of that. There is kind of a mechanic to break morale. Oh, hurting again. I hate pikemen. And I don't want to get shot in the back. Alrighty. Getting better at dodging. Just sometimes lack the wisdom to do so. So reputation's increased slightly. We have removed some more bandits from the roads, making it safer for travel. And also collected some more goodies. Now what's this over here? Not even going to call for Sora since this is so close. Hello. Those of you watching at home probably already see what this is. Ah, looks like a survivor's camp. Perhaps with a storyteller.
酒井様、
この近くに役立つものはないか。
残念ながらですが神社をお参りすれば手を差し伸べてくれるはず。鳥居を見つけて社まで進めば何かいただけるかも。
So letting us know to explore the shrines and find the charms. Which we know. Oops. And I just stepped in the fire and took damage, but that's okay. I will recover health by the fire and also passively because of the charm from the temple, or shrine rather. So we need to move uphill, I believe, to make it to the fort. And then see if we can do any buying, selling, upgrading. This honestly could be an enemy-occupied fort that I just completely forgot about. But I think we cleared it out, otherwise we wouldn't be able to fast travel to it. So we will quickly learn whether this is... Yeah, this is where Ishikawa Sensei and I started off, I believe. And unfortunately, it has not been re-inhabited. Okay, so... we have been here, just to save the time. It's not going to really explore more of the world to fast travel. In solo play, sometimes I will never fast travel. I will just choose to keep going and going because, my gosh, it's just it's just a joy. Some more supplies. Ah. We see a bower. Is there by chance a swordsmith here? I think it tells us, actually. A bower merchant and a trapper. Yeah, I'm not too keen to... Not too keen to spend the resources on the bow yet. But that is another important place, so perhaps we can go to the temple from here. We may just have time to reach it. Up we go. I do not have this level of upper body strength. Or nor could I launch myself with my legs. I don't have that level of lower body strength. There we are, but Sora's always handy. There's going to be a lot of this early game where I haven't fully explored the world. There's going to be a lot of encountering things in the wild and stopping. And that's okay. I like that they've created such a huge space, but it is densely populated. So we need to follow the wind. And again, I think I'll... Oh, crossroads, Mongol territory. So it is. Well, we're here, aren't we? Now there are bonuses listed this time. If you look in the top left of the screen, kill enemies with a half bow, find and observe the Mongol leader. To date, we have been just stumbling on the Mongol leader and killing them, and therefore learning and unlocking stances. So in this case, it's encouraging us to be a little more stealthy. And perhaps... Oof. Yes. Where is their leader? If we just observe the leader practicing, then we can learn to counter their moves. So maybe we try to stealth our way around here. I mean, inevitably, this is happening, so we're not okay with that. But just to show that there's more than one way to learn. That sounds like him. Yes, observe. Kind of hard to do. We'll pretend that he's looking through the reeds. But leader observed. Kill or observe more leaders to unlock wind stance. Now he only took 3 for water. Wind is going to be a little more effort. Now I can't help but notice that this guy is being very linear. His guard is just looking, unfortunately, just the wrong way. I wonder if we can... Oh. Oh, archery is a problem. Yep. It's time to make retreat, and we'll die for the fall. Nope, we didn't. That's amazing. So hasty retreat, another arrow in the back, and we're dead. Oh, golden oriole though. Something about better part of valor, live to fight another day, etc. Hey buddy, I cannot follow you at this point. That's odd. But, see the health bar is white. If I take a strike right now, it will immediately go back to what's red. I have to let it fill up. There it is. It turns red. Maybe we'll just clean up this little encampment. And then kind of call it there. So since we've stealthily observed, we also have the bonus of kill enemies with a half bow. So let's highlight who and where they are. There's the heavy fellow. There's someone just walking just there. And I'm sure there's a Mongol artifact in here. But let's see here. Oh yes, that's time slow. I just unlocked that. So yes, switching shoulders. You look like an archer. Archers are problematic. That's one. That's two. That's three. So we have completed our bonuses. I hear an archer somewhere. Ah, it's because you are using ranged combat. Even though it is not archery, they are using some sort of dart. That's not good. Not good for me at all. Now, eventually they're going to flank me, and that's going to be a problem. Now, this guy's armor, as you can see, is just too thick. So, nothing I can do will touch him. So, probably time. Critical strike. It's kind of a death from above thing. You can leap and stab, and it is brutal. So that took one heavy guy and got rid of him real quick. This guy's not quite sure what's going on. He lost us, so he's signaling with his horn. Where'd he go? Oh, almost. And there we go. We've cleared out the encampment. So now that we're safe, that would be the kunai. I think we just picked up the Mongol. Oh no, there's a little friend. Take me to your treasures. Ah, there's the Mongol artifact. Okay. Restock on our arrows, and just kind of go around and look for miscellaneous loot. Iron is always very, very helpful. Some supplies. More iron. I am quietly very anxious about all the stuff that I will be missing. So travel attire upgrade. Already maxed out on arrows. And I guess to make us like them less, they have a habit of hanging out in our shrines and our cemeteries, and that's just poor taste. He says right as he accidentally walks onto these. And I'm guessing these are Jizu, if they're Buddhist, I don't know. If someone can comment and correct me, that'd be appreciated. Ah, lovely fireflies. Again, good manners are rewarded. Just a nice touch. So, here we are. Right after I say how terrible it is. Oh, buggy friend, you have something else for me. What is that? Ah, singing cricket. Hello. If we collect enough of those, then we can unlock some more songs for our flute. Speaking of which... and that will clear the skies of any potential rain clouds. It's already clear right now, but we hadn't really talked about that yet, so I thought I'd do a little demonstration. And I think maybe that's all to find here. So let's return to the crossroads, and safe travels to the beyond, my friend. Looking onward. Let's leave it here, and I'll join you next time as we pick up our travels to try to find a vestige of civilization, to try to upgrade our gear and be able to move forward with our story. Once again, thank you for your attention, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for welcoming me into your home. Have a wonderful day.